Alright, hello. Welcome to another adventure with the Traveling Groundman. We are here at Sequoia National Park and we're going to go down the Big Trees Trail, show you some big trees, to tell you a little bit of facts about them. It's a 1.2-mile loop, so we're going to get going here. My first time here at the park, so this should be interesting because you can see a big sequoia tree behind me. So let's go see some big giant trees. Alright, just get going. Look at these trees. Trees are absolutely massive. I've never seen a sequoia. That just goes up and up and up. They're beautiful though. Looks like this was burned down here, so they're pretty resilient. All right, so this sequoia is 23 feet wide, and some of the things that it needs to grow are more soil, open sunny forest, and a climate that's not too cold and bare ashy ground. So these trees thrive in this environment. This is not the biggest. The biggest is the General Sherman, which we will see a little bit later. But so we're going to walk and see if we can find more of these beautiful, beautiful trees. All right. So remember the conditions we talked about that they need to thrive. This meadow here, there's no sequoias. It's too wet. They do like water. But this meadow here, it's too wet for them to grow. But they grow around it. But this right here, conditions are not ripe for them to grow. But so it's pretty fascinating stuff. These sequoias here, this grove, are all the same age, probably. More than likely, they were part of a fire that got very hot to kill them. And what happens is when the fire burns, the seedlings that drop don't have any competition for like food or water or sunlight. They get all the sunlight they need, so they grow pretty much unfettered, and they grow to be enormous lengths, as you can see. But chances are that's what happened here, that there was a fire that burned all the other trees down, and these four here are what was the seedlings, and it takes them 1,000 years to get to be this tall. Pretty impressive stuff. So this trail is a paved trail. It is handicap accessible, so anyone with mobility issues can tackle this and see some beautiful trees. It is a beautiful day here in Sequoia. It's a little on the warm side, but it's not overly. That's pretty cool there. Fallen tree. Alright, so here's an example of a sequoia that has some fire, and they are common. Fires are common and good for sequoia habitats because they burn off a lot of the little shrub and vegetation, and they have a much better chance of surviving. These trunks are pretty thick, so it's a very good example of fire for the sequoia. Alright, so this area behind me, this round mountain area, had a lot of development. There used to be a restaurant here, used to be cabins all around, and they were going to log these sequoia trees. But then in 1890, the citizens in the area wanted to preserve the park. So directly behind me, and let's go over to see those sequoia trees right there. Right there. There was a restaurant there, and the restaurant was threatening the conservation of these trees There were cabins all around here. The Park Service headquarters is here, and then one by one they gradually started removing all these infrastructure, and the trees have been thriving. So it is up to us to preserve these. They're beautiful, beautiful trees, and they deserve our protection. We can always build a new restaurant or a new hotel or a new cabin someplace. And as I mentioned before, these trees take 1,000 years to mature. So just keep that in mind. All right. So let's continue our tour. All right. So this right here gives you the idea of the footprint of a sequoia. It is pretty massive. So this is where the root system, and this is what the base of the tree is. This is Ed and Ned, which are those two trees back there you see. But just gives you some idea of the enormity of the root system of these trees. Alright, well, that'll do it for this adventure. I hope you enjoyed the tour of the Sequoia Grove and learning a bit more about these beautiful, beautiful trees. If you like what you see, please let me know. Please also subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so. We have more from Sequoia National Park coming up. I'll be in Yosemite tomorrow, and then for the rest of the week, so I have some great content coming from there. So until the next adventure, be safe, have fun adventures, and I hope you're living your best life. So until then, from the Giant Forest Museum at Sequoia National Park, take care.